there's also a possibility. Here now you see we have an entry in the menu for tumbleweed box, and we pin it to the task manager, for example. Okay, so I exit the Distrobox. Now we are back on the host system Kalpa, and Distrobox ls. Now we see it's in green color, and this means it's already running in the background, the Distrobox. Okay, we close the terminal here, and now we can use utilities tumbleweed box. And now it's starting the console terminal within the box directly. So this is how we can work. Start the Distrobox directly with the terminal. Okay, so I start console. We are using host system Kalpa. I start Distrobox. We are using tumbleweed. And if I would install a box, let's for example Distrobox create name Debian hostname Debian box, and then a image, yes, show all available, and then we could have an overview, and then we can use a Docker image, for example. What is this? Docker image and toolbox image. Okay. Oh. Is this important? Let's use the Docker image. Debian testing. No. Debian testing. Let's check. Now we pull the image for Debian testing, for example. Creating the image. Successful, created. Distrobox list. Now we have two boxes, also a Debian box. Okay, well, let's go to utilities. Now you see we have here a Debian box that's pinned to task manager. So we have two Distroboxes. And you know, I would say let's try as well fedora. Can we put in directly fedora, and now you see it's pulling the latest Fedora image. Okay, utilities, and now we see we have also a Fedora box now. Tumbleweed, Debian, Fedora. Okay, Alpine. Let's check Alpine. Alpine. And now we get the latest Alpine Linux image. And we have now an Alpine box. Here is the Alpine box. Tumbleweed, Debian, Fedora, Alpine. Okay. And now Distrobox list. Now you see 4 boxes are installed. Okay. Enough disk usage is available. And now we can just enter manually Debian, and it's getting initialized at first. Need some time. And I start now also the Fedora box as new terminal. Maybe it's too much. And it's also initializing the Fedora box now. So I think it's pulling is initialized. Let's start the Alpine box as well. Now we have 3 terminals, and here you see Fedora, Alpine, and this one. Installing basic packages. Disk space already available, this is okay. Alpine box initializing. So this is heavy multitasking here. Okay, Debian box is also initialized. And now I close this terminal again, and I open the top command, TEM to get the bar, right, and header 4, task, nothing, right, top command, system load is running, Alpine box, Fedora box. Alpine box. So let's start the Debian box. And now you see we have multiple boxes here. Okay. The host system terminal, the Fedora box, the Alpine box, the Debian box. Let's go in the Fedora box. And in this case, interesting, this is a Docker image. This is a different. Normally Distrobox uses Podman, and Podman and Distrobox, Podman and Docker images are different. Podman uses also the host user configurations, and the Docker image is accessed as root image, I think. So this is why I don't have available here my home aliases in this case. Okay, but we can, for example, sudo dnf update and nothing to do. Install, let's install fast fetch. Now you see we install fast fetch. Okay, here I have to type y manually, and then fast fetch. Here you see Fedora, and then Distrobox Debian sudo update. One package can be updated, upgrade. Okay, just to show you, install fast fetch. And then fast fetch Debian. Alpine box. Alpine is different. doers command apk is a package manager, and it's not install, it's add or update. Oh, doers is not here. Why is this? Maybe it's sudo. Okay, in the box they use the sudo. On the original Alpine, it's the doers command. And now upgrade. Update is refreshing the repositories, and the upgrade is upgrading the packages in Alpine Linux. So, and the add command, the add argument is installing packages. Fast fetch, for example, installing fast fetch. Alpine is really fast, absolutely fast. Now you see Alpine, okay? And so we have here Debian, Fedora, Alpine, and the host terminal. I close this, and then I just show you this, and oh no. So let's put it smaller. That's it. Okay. That's it. No. So, and now you see, okay, let's open a new window, and now you see, yeah. Now you see we have MicroOS host system, Debian, Fedora, and Alpine. Amazing. So, and this is possible with Distrobox, running multiple Linuxes within one host system. Let's use the main terminal again here, and a bit bigger. Distrobox, ls, and now we have 4 boxes running. Okay, and now we can also stop the box. Stop, for example, Debian, and then stop Fedora, and then we list again, and then you see 2 are red and the other ones are green. Stop Alpine, and at least we stop also tumbleweed, for example. And then it's all are red and all are stopped. So this is how you can work with Distrobox. And also, let's try again. Then we can remove, I think, rm command. And then, for example, let's remove Fedora. And then container is removed. 6 is available, and now we have 0.7 gigabyte more space available, and only 3 boxes here. Let's remove Debian. Now we have 7.4 gigabyte free. So you see, it's a bit less than 1 gigabyte for the Distrobox, 700 megabyte or so. So you see in the toolbar also the toolbox icon is empty now. So. Okay, just to show you this is impossible, we will remove Alpine as well, and then we have 7.9 gigabyte free. And we have only the tumbleweed box now. So normally for normal cases, you just create a Distrobox with tumbleweed in openSUSE, and then you can install multiple packages in the terminal separated from the core system. Okay, this was a really deep dive about this. And now, so this is it. You have the core system with transactional update and opening a shell, and then you can use your Flatpaks for the graphical programs, and then you can use the Distrobox to install multiple terminal applications.